It happened on one of those mornings where even the sun seemed too tired to rise. Fog clung to the edges of the trees like ghosts that hadn't let go, and the air smelled faintly of rain and regret. Inside the quiet halls of Ridgeview Rehabilitation Center, 17-year-old Ava Monroe sat motionless, her wheelchair parked beside a dusty window. Just 7 months ago, she was a star soccer player, agile, fearless, destined for a scholarship. One rainy night, a wrong turn, a speeding truck, and a shattered spine changed everything. Doctors used words like permanent and irreversible. Her legs hadn't moved since. Worse than the paralysis was the silence. Her teammates stopped calling. Her friends didn't know what to say. Her mother, Dana, tried to stay strong, but Ava could see the weight in her eyes every time she fed her or tried to brush her hair. Dana worked 2 jobs and still spent every night beside Ava's hospital bed, whispering, "You're still my girl. You always will be." But Ava didn't feel like anyone's girl anymore. She felt like a ghost of who she used to be. After months of sterile rooms and therapists who spoke like they were reading from a manual, Dana made a desperate choice. She pulled Ava out of the city and brought her to a rural retreat called Hollow Pines, nestled deep in the forest. It was a place where therapy met nature, and silence was part of the healing. The first few days felt like punishment. Trees creaked in the wind, birds called too loud, and the staff spoke in overly gentle tones that made Ava feel like a fragile object on display. Then, on the 4th morning, something shifted. A small girl with a crown of wildflowers appeared beside Ava's wheelchair. She couldn't have been older than 5. "You look like you forgot how to smile," she said plainly. Ava blinked. Excuse me?" "My uncle helps people remember," she said. "Want to meet him?" Before Ava could respond, the girl skipped away toward the nearby garden where a man in worn boots and a faded green flannel was digging his hands into the soil. He looked up, noticed Ava, and nodded. Not a wave, not a pitying grin, just the nod, like she was seen. That afternoon, the man approached her slowly and handed her a tomato. "Best one of the harvest," he said, "but only if you eat it with sunshine and a story." His name was Elias Cross, once a war medic, then a wilderness guide, now a quiet volunteer at Hollow Pines. He didn't ask her about her injury, he didn't treat her like a patient, he just sat. Sometimes with his niece, sometimes just pulling weeds beside her. It took days for Ava to speak more than a few words, weeks before she asked Elias about his past, months before she let him show her a new kind of therapy, one rooted in memory, movement, and trust. He built a wooden platform near the trees and recreated a soccer field using pine cones for goals. He brought a speaker and played the stadium chants she used to love. And he didn't say, "Get up." He said, "Remember who you are." The first time she moved her left toe, it felt like lightning in her veins. Not because it was a miracle, but because it meant the story wasn't over. Dana cried when she saw her daughter stand, shaking, crying, and laughing all at once. Ava didn't run that day, but she didn't need to. She had hope again. And sometimes that's more powerful than legs.